This is a complete beginner's guide for Manor Lords, so if you are new to this game, this is the video for you. And if you are a more experienced player, drop your favorite tips in the comments and you might just help someone out. And before we get started here, let me know in the comments where you guys are watching from. It's always nice to see. And we're gonna dive into naming our character Norse, and you can choose whatever portrait you want. It doesn't really matter. We're just gonna choose this guy. Same with the shield. We always pick the Viking axe right there, and we're gonna do the Swedish color. Again, let me know where you guys are watching from. And this right here doesn't really matter too much, at least not yet. I hope to add more about this in the game. For example, that all our militia should have this shield, like this banner on their shields and whatnot. But for now, it doesn't really matter. So we're just gonna move on from here. Here we got the map selections, and if you don't have all these maps, you don't have the beta patch. So let me know in the comments and I will guide you, because everyone can play on all these maps right now if you're playing on Steam. At least if you're playing on console, that is not doable, I think. But if you're playing on Steam, let me know and I will guide you. So here's the difference. Usually we get the restoring the peace right here, and we get Hildebolt on the map. He is controlling this region, but he's not going to build on it. So we're going to do a duel here, and we're going to play against this AI. I'm just going to move around the maps here. So we will start right here, and the AI will start over here. He will actually build on the map. So right now I feel like Hildebolt is kind of useless. The only thing with AIs on the map though is that the game can be a bit laggy late game, at least in previous patches. So hopefully they have patched that right now and it will be a lot smoother. For all these settings right here, I'm not gonna change anything. And if you're still watching and if you want to learn more about Manor Lords, we are dangerously close to 4,000 subscribers on this channel. So you know what to do. Take that axe and throw it at the subscribe button, and we're gonna begin the Viking journey. And one thing that I did forgot to mention is that we do have a Discord where you guys can actually have a chat with me between episodes. So the link will be probably in the pinned comment and also in the description. So go and check that out and join. It's obviously free. If you don't know what Discord is, it's basically a chat room where we can chat. But enough of said about that. All right, so the first thing when we do load in here is to check what resources we have. And we have iron, which is good. That's going to be needed for the map, for the weapons. But as you can see, we don't have the crown on this as if we have over here with the mushrooms and the clay. So this basically means that these two right here are rich resources. And that also means that this is not a farming region. You can see right here also two rich resources. Here we got only one crown, and that means that this is a farming region, and you can see that by going into the construction tab and pressing on the rye. And if you press on the rye, you can see this whole area is green. That means that we only have one rich resource, but we have rich farming. If you go over here to our region, it's a lot red, and that is because we have two regions. We can still farm, but if you pick barley, for example, that's not going to happen. But if you go over to the farming region, there we go. We got the farming for barley. But yeah, enough said about that. Now we know what resources we have. We got fish as well. And we are going to have to take advantage of the clay right here. That's how we're going to make the money. So here is how it looks when we do load in. We have 5 families, as you can see right here. All of them are unassigned. And if you want to build in Manor Lords, like at least one family has to be unassigned. So if you add them to a job, they will be an unassigned family. So you always want to keep one unassigned, otherwise they will not be able to build. You can also see that we have 5 families that are homeless right now. We're going to fix that very soon. That's not the first thing that we will fix, but that is definitely something we need to get done. And here's the approval, and you need the approval to be above 50 for new families to move in. And one thing that did change in the beta patch is that the past events that did affect this doesn't affect as much in the present. So that is also very good. Public order is not really in the game just yet, so let's not talk about that. The regional wealth is the money that we spent for buying oxen or veggie plots and whatnot. And then we have the treasury right here. We're going to get into that later. We're not going to dive into that now. And then we have the livestock. We have 1 ox, and we can fit 1 ox. We need to get more hitching posts if we want to get more oxen. And that is definitely what the first thing that you want to do is press on this hitching post right here and get another ox. If you don't have stable space for another ox, they will eventually run away. So that is something we want to build, another hitching post. However, they are going to be delivered manually. So it will be some time before that actually get delivered to us. So we don't need to worry about that, at least not now. But as you can see, we spent 20 regional wealth. And now we have 30 left. We're going to buy 1 more ox, but not now. And then the last thing we have is this. You can see we have 3 months of food and no fuel consumption. But as soon as we build those houses, we will have fuel consumption. But let's dive into this right now and let's see what buildings we're going to build first. And the first thing you should get is the supplies into their storage buildings. So you go into this construction tab right here. Press on logistics right there. And you will have this storehouse. The storehouse will gather up firewood and whatnot, and that will eventually be able to store both stone and clay. So I'm thinking about putting this, yeah, I'm gonna put this right there. That's where that will go, and we can actually hit play now, and they will start building this. We're just gonna speed up here. You can see all these families starting to go over here and building this. And the next thing we're gonna get is the granary, and we have both the fish and we have the mushrooms over here. And you can see the mushrooms are these red dots right there. We don't want to press this building on this, so let's try to squeeze it in right there. And then we go over to the roads, which is this one, and roads are free, so don't be scared to place them down. I'm just gonna go around like this, and we're gonna connect this probably around here to connect to here, and yeah, I'm not really sure, but something like this. That's how we want it. There we go. And we want to add a family in here ASAP. And that family should be getting a market star right away, because that will help with the approval. So if you go into the residential tabs, you can go into the marketplace, which is this one. And you just place 1 down right there. And now we have 9 locations or stall locations right there, which is going to be good. This will eventually, if we press on this building, have 6 families working in here. And for now, just 3. And then for the granary, same thing here. We want to add a family in there, but we also want a nice little marketplace right here for those families to have locations. There we go. And if we press 1 family in there, you can see they will set up a stall on this marketplace right there. We don't want them to walk all over here, right? Very important with walking distances in Manor Lords. And now you can hover over here on the construction. You will see that we have 5 timber. That is gonna be crucial because we're gonna need a lot more timber. And I'm running out of food already. Well, if you go into the construction tab, press on the gathering, you can see right here we have the lodging camp. It costs 2 timber. This needs to be placed ASAP, and before you run out of timber, because if you don't build this building, you won't get any more logs, and then you will have to remove some of these buildings. But there we go. We still, as you can see that we have 3 families unassigned building for us. And once this is built, I'm guessing our other ox, yeah, our other ox just did arrive right there. So it's very crucial that we go into the logistics tab and build this second hitching post. There we go. Otherwise, that one would run away. Then press on the lodging camp and add 2 families in here. And also press on the livestock to assign this livestock. So Michael, he will be working here transporting logs, because these logs are going to be, yeah, you're going to use those for all those buildings, and the only thing that can drag these are the oxen. Very crucial to have a lot of oxen in this city. And always keep an eye on this, because we're going to buy a new oxen in 13 days to get this next oxen, because we only need 10 regional wealth. That is one of the things that they did change in this new update to get the charcoal. and charcoal is the thing that we're gonna make bank of. So now we're just gonna wait to get some timber, to get some houses. We obviously want to think about the food, so we're gonna go into the construction tab again, go to gathering, and here is the forger hut, and the forger hut will be placed. I'm just gonna place it down. Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 right there. I'm gonna do 1 like this, and yeah, one like that maybe, and do a road to connect here, connect this road like this, and connect this road like this. There we go. And now we need houses, and to get houses we need more timber, so we're gonna speed up the game here. And once we have houses, we are gonna need firewood. Right now we don't need any we don't have any consumption, but as soon as the houses are done, we're gonna need fuel. The next thing we're gonna need is also the well for the water. So if you press the well here, it's in the residential tab. You can see that we get these blue lines. That is where we can place the water. You want to have this kind of spread out. So I'm gonna get one right here by this construction area right there, and I'm gonna wait to place one down over here because we might change this area up a bit here once we get the houses up and running. And now we got 4 timber. Homelessness is going down by 10%, so that is not good. We're gonna fix that by adding some families over here, and we're gonna give them some houses. And now it's raining, so as you can see, there's no supplies on the ground. And if there were supplies here on the ground, we would have big problems, right? So that would not be good because they will be destroyed. Now let's get these families into warm, cozy burgers plots. And they will be working and living here. You can see the burgers plots is right next to the water. So let's see if we can build this coming up like, yeah, I might do like this. And here you can see we have 1 house, and you always want to get this extension. This extension is gonna give us, for example, a chicken coop, or well, we're gonna actually get some goats in the beginning. So that is gonna be crucial. However, we're gonna press this, and that way we have this extension as well. That means that we will first of all have 3 families living in here, but we can add an extra, like an extra family, and we will have 6 families living there. So that's what we're gonna go for. So eventually 6 families right there. And then I think I'm gonna do the wood production area over here. So let's get a road to connect over here to this side. And this is the firewood charcoal area. Yeah, it's gonna be over here somewhere. So I'm gonna plan this area. We only have 4 timber. Actually, food is going low, so we might actually get this mushrooms. So these mushrooms, because mushrooms, they're gonna go bad. Like once winter hits, we don't get any mushrooms. But you know what? We're gonna prioritize getting some houses first. I think that's gonna be the best thing. So I'm gonna get some houses over here. So let's go into the burgers plots again. I'm gonna build this way, and let's see if we can squeeze in maybe 4, maybe 5. Yeah, 4 houses like this. The extension right here is a bit too big. We don't need to be that big, so I'm gonna make it a bit smaller, maybe like so. And there we go. We got 4 houses here. We only need 1 more timber, then we can build this. There we go. Let's place that down, and we should be able to get this other ox now, right? Yep, there we go. And once we get this other ox, we need to get another hitching post. So let's go into the logistics. Let's just place that down right there. And now we have a lot of buildings being built, and we only have 1 unassigned family building this. So the fewer families you have unassigned, the longer it will take to build. And right now, we have 18% happiness, and 1 family is actually leaving each month. They did a new update today, and I actually never seen this before. That is actually have 1 migrate leaving every month. So I'm guessing we're gonna have to get those houses up and running quicker. So I might actually unassign 1 family here so we can actually build these houses right now, because as soon as those houses are done, the happiness will go up. And we don't want this to become a new month, because if it does, a family will actually leave. But there we go. We have 2 families moving in. That's going to increase happiness. There we go. Let's get the house up and running, and hopefully we would get those done as well. And we can always just press here. That way we will have another family move in. We're not going to do that now, though. But if we would have done this, pressing on this expansion right here, we would get another family in there, and they will probably move in there quicker than they would into these new houses. But let's start planning this new woodcutter area. And firewood is going to be crucial, not only because it's going to keep ourselves warm, or our families warm, but that's going to make us money. So here in the gathering tab, you can see that we have the woodcutter right there. And we're actually going to place down the charcoal kiln first. It's in the industry tab. I'm going to place this down right there, and then go back to the gathering. Forester hut is the hut or the families that actually plants new trees. Very crucial. You're going to go there. And then the woodcutter's lodge is this one, and you're going to place that down right there. So there we go. Families will move in here, and they will start working in this area. And now when we have all of these families housed, you can see that we did get this. I'm just going to go away like this. That way we actually just got an army. We're going to go into that very soon. But this is blinking right now. This is crucial. So now this is in early development, but we at least have this. And you get to choose whatever perk that fits your region the best. I usually, no matter what region I have, go for this because I really like this. I really do like the small holding, but most importantly, I love the success of planting trees. I am a tree planter. Let me know which one you usually pick, but I'm going to choose this one because we're going to plant a lot of trees because we're going to make a lot of shields and bows and all that stuff. So there we go. Plant those trees. And that is what this guy's doing, the forester huts. So he's going to plant a lot of trees here. So hopefully now we can get this done. As you can see, the approval is up and running again. The hopelessness is going down quickly. And they're happy because we have families right here having stalls already, which is very good. But as you can see, food is going down. So let's get a family in here right now. We still have one family cutting down the lodging camp. And now we just add one here. In the long run, we're never going to use this button. Oh, a new family has moved in. Yes! So now we have 6 families. But yeah, we're never going to use this. I'm going to show you what we will do instead. This is going to be a pro tip. We're going to micromanage everything in this game. And you, as a beginner, you can do this yourself to get the best success ever. But now, let's dive into the army because we did get a weapons delivery. So if you press here and go to this tab, we got both spears and large shields, as you can see right here. So we can only choose this one. We only have 12. But that is not because we don't have enough swords or spears. We don't have enough families. So we're going to have to wait until new families move in. And as you can see right here, we have one more space, this guy right here, for a new family to move in. And that's not going to be enough. So we always want to have a couple of these guys right here. So we have new families. So let's go back to this one. I'm going to press this guy and this guy and this guy. That way, as you can see, well, hopefully soon, now a new family has moved in. But as soon as these are finished, a new family will move in, and they will move in every month. So they did move in over here. So that's very good. Now, I will go into this tab. I know this is the family that did just move in because that was just empty, right? So if you press on the People's tab, you can see all the names that live here, but we can see that they're unassigned. If we press on this, try that one more time. There. Okay, let's try it. Maybe you don't need to. Okay, it's not really working. What is going on? All right, let's try it one more time. Press here and then press on the building where you want them to work, which is here. All right, there we go. Now it worked. So now we took this family and put them in here. Instead of pressing this, we manually choose this family to work over there. That way, they will walk as little as possible to get to their job, minimizing walk-in distance. Very crucial in Manor Lords. So there we go. And then there is a chance that we have, yep, there we go. One more unassigned. You are going to go in here. And I think these guys, well, you're going to have to stay unassigned because we're going to need unassigned families. Woodcutter. So this guy's working over here. That's going to be not ideal. We will change that very soon. But for now, you will be working there. Now everything is looking good. 3 more families can move in here, and we need to just get this under control, which we will get now when they're going to start working here, because they're going to get the firewood and these guys will get this. And as always, if we have this working area over here, look at that, new family has moved in. If we have an area working over here, we want to go into the logistics and we want to build a new storehouse over here just for the firewood. And I will show you some micromanaging that you want to do here on this storehouse eventually once that is done. So there we go. So everything here is looking pretty decent, at least now in the beginning. But we are going to need more families for this area. So I'm going to add a couple of families here. Missing some wood right there. And that is one of the things that I really want to preach that you should get early. Get a lodging area going early because you will always need logs. And that is something we were going to set up in this area over here. So if you just do a road out like this, that way we can fit some houses here and they will still be able to walk this way. They are going to move into this area first, which is actually fine. So before we set that up, let's get them in here. And now we do only have one timber. That's not good enough. We're going to have to... you know what? Okay, so now it's finished. Good. So this is the storehouse. If you press here on the advanced, you are going to... even as a beginner, do this. I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it. Go into the advanced, press all of this. Uncheck everything. And just keep the fuel. That way, once we put a family in here, they will be working collecting the stuff right here. We can even go into the advanced tab, pressing this, and tell these guys to only work in this area. You should only have them work over here. Because late game, they will walk all over, yeah, I don't even know where, but they will walk over here to pick up stuff. We don't want that. Walking distance in Manor Lords is crucial. And again, we are so close at hitting 4,000 subscribers. So if you're new, why not just help the channel out and hit that subscribe button. And like the video while you're down there. So now we're just waiting for families to move in over here. We have 4 new spots right here. And they should have moved in over here. So to get all the food here before winter, I'm just going to go into the People's tab. You can see we have one more unassigned family. I'm going to press you to add there. And the granary, we do need to extend the granary right here, but we do need planks, so that's going to have to wait. Another unassigned, I'm going to put you in the lodging camp because right now we do need logs. So 2 new families going into the lodging camp, very good. And now the last 4 families will be assigned over here. And I'm going to show you the most crucial thing that you want to get done early, and that is to go into the construction tab and go to the trading post. And that is why we have been saving 10 regional wealth, and that is because of this, the charcoal. We got 73 charcoal, and we're gonna sell, well, I was gonna say all of it, but we're gonna sell a lot of it. And that is how we make money, because money right now and tools, to get tools we need money, since we don't really have a good resource with iron. And we are going to need a lot of tools, and then we're going to need a lot of money. Always keep an eye on this, because now we do have 20 spear militia. And if we zoom out, we can see that we have 1 bandit camp on the map. So we're going to take out our army right here and go and deal with them, because we are going to send that money to the treasury. The only bad thing with this, if you just press here on the army and then hit the rally button, the only bad thing with this is if you hover over here, you can see that you have 31 in total population. 20 of those 31 families are right now going out to war. And that is not going to be very good for your families and for the production in your city. So you can ideally do this in the winter time, because most jobs, well, some jobs doesn't really work that time for the berries and mushrooms, for example. But for now, we don't really care. The one thing you do want to avoid, though, is to fight in the forest, because in the forest you're gonna get the negative penalty. You can always use, another bandit camp. You can always just bait these guys to come back and fight in your region, because as you can see, in home region gives you 90 plus. However, then you have to deal with those dead bodies, and we're not gonna do that. Now another bandit camp just showed up, so let's see where that one is. It's way over here. It's actually kind of closer. Anyways, we're gonna go for, should we go for the other one? Oh no, we're out here already. Never mind. But yeah, we're not gonna take this one, and I'm gonna show you the mistake that everyone is doing in the beginning, And do not make this mistake, and I'm not gonna do it either. So I will show you how you actually should do this with your first bandit camp. Let's just go back here and see that we have, yep, we do have 2 more houses for families to move in. Very good. So now, why we saved those regional wealth is because if you go into the livestock here, and I'm kidding, the trade, if you press fuel, the charcoal doesn't cost 30 any longer. Before we needed to save 30, now we can get 2 more oxen, 3 in total. But now we only need to save 10. So get this, because this is a major route. They will not sell this unless you have unlocked this trade route. So we're gonna press here and do export. We want to keep 50, sell the rest, and then I'm just gonna go over and check the army. That's why I paused the game. All right, we're good. We're gonna go over here and fight this battle. Sometimes or all the time they should be pushing us. Make sure that you don't run. If you run, the men is gonna be very tired. Let's go this way. Because as always, we don't want to fight them in the forest. There we go. Now they're coming here. So let's go into a nice shield wall. And we want to do a 2-man line like this. And once they're in the line, let's do a defensive stand. And we want to lose as few men as possible. Because losing no men, or losing a man, is going to it's going to mean 1 less worker in our city. It's looking pretty good right now. We're holding that line. They only have, well, they had 18 men down to 17, looking pretty good. Keep the line down to 14. Yeah, look at that. Let's go. 12. Get all of them. 10. Oh, they're not breaking. 9, 8. There we go, broken. Now, we're going to hurry up and get this bandit camp. We can actually run here if it's possible. And this bandit camp, here is the mistake everyone is doing. Do not send this to the regional wealth, because we are going to get money from the charcoal. We want to send this to our treasury, because then we can buy mercenaries to go and deal with the new bandit camps. So here, pick the treasury. There we go, 115. And now pull these back, and they're gonna go back to work. And this bandit camp that is over here, we're gonna press this, and then this, and we're gonna choose. I'm not sure if this is gonna be enough. I'm gonna choose these guys. I'm gonna sign that contract. Let's see where these guys are coming from. Right there. Okay, good. You guys come over here and you're gonna fight these. Unfortunately, they might actually fight these guys in our regions. Let's go over here this way, and we're gonna enter this way. We don't want to fight them here because then we have to deal with the dead bodies. And you guys can run because even though you are archers, you're gonna deal with these guys fairly good. However, do not forget about the mercenaries. I usually do. So just send them there and keep an eye out for them, because as you can see right here, we're gonna spend 60 a month. Right now we cannot even afford it, and they're just gonna go away. But if you had like 2,000 regional wealth, this is a quick way to lose that regional wealth. So keep that in mind. Man, you need to get back here and start working right now. And we're gonna set up an area for the firewood, or for the fuel area right here. And we have 17 timber. That's actually amazing. So let's do a long row like this. We're gonna need a lot of families working here. Maybe like so. And you can do this if you want. I can't really figure out if this is the best, or if you want to do like this. This will give us 12 families. This will give us 8. So in the long run, this will be better if you want to have more families at the same spot, I guess. So build this while we are gone. Let's see if... Here's another hack for you guys. If you have these guys here, you can disband them. They're going to be walking from here, right? So if you rally them again, like this, they're gonna come straight back here to their home, and then disband, and just like that, they will be coming out like this. There we go. So they just teleported back home. And look at this. Perfect. Archers come around. You guys push these guys. We are fighting outside our region, which is very good. Archers come around this way. They should be able to finish these guys by themselves. You can go and pick this up. They should be. I'm not sure if they will. Okay, so now we get this other camp. I'm still gonna send this to the treasury because we are gonna be able to get more mercenaries eventually. Go fire some arrows at these guys so they will break. Oh wow, we're actually breaking here. Oh, that was a close call. Now we got 16 days. Just press this and they will go away. There's no more bandit camps on the map. They will show up eventually. And clearing out bandit camps or fighting bandits will give us influence. We have 720 now for fighting those two. And if you want to claim a region, that is the whole goal with Manor Lords. So you need to claim all regions. Control the map. If you want to get this region, it will cost 1,000. And we have 720. Yeah, 720 right now. If we want to claim the AI, it will cost us 2,000. And how is AI doing? Oh, it's actually looking pretty good right here. AI is doing very well. He even have a church up and running. Wow. We are in for it right here. The AI is actually looking pretty good. We are going to get the church. We're going to get some burgage plots here eventually. But for now, we need to start making money and we need to build this area. So now we will have a couple of families here. So let's see if we can just get a road around this. Like so. And this, I normally go for 2, maybe 3 of these lodging camps. I'm going to place one right here. And I'm going to place one on the edge this way. We're going to plant some new trees this way. And then go into the forager hut. I usually do 2 forager huts if you have 2 tree planters. So let's go 2 right here. And for this one, I'm going to place one on the King's Road. And one right there. This will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 workers. And we had 12. Good. And then we can go into the saw pit right here. These are going to make planks out of all the logs. And kind of want 2 of these. Where should I place you? I might actually get you. Yeah, I'm going to get you right here. That's going to be fine. Good. How is the selling doing? Not doing too good because we don't have anyone working there. They already did move in here. Good. So we have 6 unassigned families. That is not good. We need to put them to work. And do not use this. We don't want anyone right here that should be working here. So we should go into manually assign. Press this button. Put them into the trading post. That's going to make us some money. Another one that is unassigned. Can we fit another one? Yes. And maybe potentially one more. 2 unassigned. You know what? You are gonna go into the forester hut right here because we need to plant. We need to plant trees in this area, and you can always press the advanced tab and tell these guys to only plant in this area. That's the only area where I want you to place new trees. And another thing that did add right here is this guy now avoid resource area, so they will not cut down the trees and the mushrooms right there. So that's very good to see. Very good. And now when we do expand this quick, we have to think about the food. Fuel is under control, but food is not. So we need to get some veggie plots. So as soon as this area is up and running, we're going to think about the food, because that's going to be very crucial. And if you go into the granary right here, you can see we have 500. Spoilage in this game is based on percentage. So it's very important to get this upgrade very quickly. That will need planks, so we can't get that right now. And look at that, now we're making money. And the first one we're going to spend money on is a horse. Horse is going to be able to transfer 50 items. And that's going to be very good. Right now we don't really have that much charcoal, to be honest. So I might actually add another family in there. And let's plan out where we should get those veggie plots. Still have 3 families to move in over here. Let's see if it's winter soon. But I'm still going to add a family into this forager hut. They can start planting trees in this area right here. There we go. And this guy that lives here, you can also be a forester, and you can plant in this area, because right now we don't have any trees here. And if we have a lodging camper right here, if they can't cut down trees, I mean, it's kind of pointless, right? So there we go. And then we have this guy right here, and you can actually go into it's not even finished, but you should go in here to this lodging camp. That way we get some more logs. Good. Now, we need to start thinking about the food. Winter is here. We're not going to get any more mushrooms. So the families that do work in here, you can either pause the building like this. They're going to be on the sign for now. And once you unpause it, these same families will start working in there. So I might just unpause them. I think these guys right here. They can help working. And now, when we actually will soon be getting those planks, we need to start thinking about the veggie plots. And I'm going to actually make the road like this, because I think that this area right here is pretty decent for a veggie plot. So if you go into the burgers plot. Go the same way as always, but go all the way up here. You get these massive backyard extensions. And as always, you don't want them to be too long. You want them to be wide like this. Because when they pick the apples, they still have to go back and leave some back and forth like this. So it's better to have them wide than too long, right? That makes sense. So 3 of these that will go down right here. We have 2 families that can live in each. And it's pretty decent sized backyard extension. Maybe actually do like this. This is still a big area. I'm gonna go for this. That should be fine. That's gonna be pretty expensive to get those backyard extensions, but for now they're gonna be there, and those will be the families that will be unassigned that will help with buildings. So that's also very good. Now we have winter, so these guys are not gonna be working either. Look at this. Yeah, waiting and waiting. All of them are waiting, not doing anything. They will help building in our town, so that's good. And winter now we will consume twice as much fuel as we did in the other months. So you do need a lot of fuel for the winter, so keep that in mind. But now all these buildings are done. Nice. And we still only have 28. So I kind of want some more money here. So maybe, just maybe, I will just temporarily take one of these families. Could it be you, maybe? Woodcutter. Unassigned. Yes. You go in here. Give me some money. Oh, 76. Look at that. Perfect. So if you press this building or press on the hitching post, you can buy a horse. And we're going to get the horse. And as always, keep in mind, stable space. So now when we have this wood cutting area, we're going to need a lot of oxen over here eventually. So we're going to go into the logistics and we're going to plop down a lot of these oxen right here. Or hitching posts. They're going to become small stables eventually. And they will, once there are small stables, we will have 2 oxen or horses in each. So there we go. There we go right there. It's a lot of buildings. Get those done. And as you can see, they're going to move in here. And if we want to get the veggie plots, we press this button right here. But as you can see, we do need planks. So that's going to be the next thing that we really need to get here. And to get planks, we do have a lot of timber. They just moved into this house. Perfect. I'm going to assign it to the saw pit. And very, very important. Go into the saw pit. Press the advanced tab. Press this. Tell them to keep, I would say, at least 10, maybe even 15 timber. So if we have less than 15 timbers, they will not make more planks. So very good. That's good. And now we're gonna need some stone, because we need stone to upgrade this, right? Yeah, we only need 5, but we're gonna have to build our church as well. But now we can finally upgrade this. That's gonna help with the spoilage system, and you want to do that with all our storage house building. That costs 16 planks. Jeez, that's a lot of money. But yeah, the church is going to make everyone happy. That's going to push us up to 80 in approval. Once we have, I think it is 80, maybe 75. Then we get the approval up so we have 2 monthly migrations every month. But for now, that's going to be, yeah, we're going to keep it as it is. Can't do too much about that. Now, we have 1 family right here. And these will be the families that will help with building. So let's go back over here and see that we have all of these families assigned. Because right now we have 5 unassigned families. Way too many. You go into the lodging camp. Good stuff. Woodcutter. Trader. And you should be in the carpenter. Yeah, good. Kind of want these families to have another, like this other extension. But for now that will be fine. 18 planks. Good. We still have 4 unassigned families. Could it be one of you? Yes, you could be. You know what? You stay unassigned because I am going to go into the gathering tab because we are going to need the stone. And the stone will be placed. You don't want to build it on the stone, but just press it right next to them. Get a road to connect here temporarily. Once the stone is gone, you can remove everything here. But for now, keep that stone there. And now the good thing is we cannot assign families into this building. But if we manually assign, we can go here, press this button. They will just be assigned and they can start working immediately, which is going to be very good. So all these guys are working now. Good. and this guy is the unassigned one, and then it will be these guys that they should be working here in these two forager huts. We got February. In March, the mushrooms will be able to grow again, and we're gonna get more mushrooms. So it's very crucial that we get those back to their jobs. And now when we do expand, one of the most crucial things that we need to keep an eye on is this. This is the marketplace. You can see the storehouse supply capacity is not looking too good. We need to add another family in there. So getting one more family into potentially this guy, that's going to be very good, because this is going to give the firewood production area a lot of production. So that's going to be very good. So what do I want? Well, I kind of want a nice marketplace. Can we squeeze one in here next to the charcoal kiln? That would be pretty cool. That's not gonna. Yeah, it's gonna give us 2 stalls. That's not enough. Let's go up. Nope. Let's go up like this. That's gonna fit 4 stalls. That's not enough. 6 stalls. Look at that. Stall locations 6. Place that down. And now, once we add families in here, they will set up their stalls right there. Now we do have planks, so I want to add this and this. That's gonna make this have more capacity. Now we have 2,500 right here. That means less food will spoil. Now go back and press pause on these, and that way they will start working again. You can see that we can buy this. We do have the money for it, and that will mean that families will not get sick as quick as before. But right now we're not gonna worry about that, because we need to get more well, we need to get more money, and we need more horses. And there we go. Another bandit camp just showed up. You want to get these. Here's the thing that I learned way too late in Manor Lords. We get influence for this, right? If we don't get this and the AI deal with them, the AI get the influence. And the quicker the AI gets influence, like this right here, the more region they can claim quicker. So it's very crucial that we get these camps. Let's see here, Hadden Ward and Mandlach. Okay, Hadden Ward and Hadlach. There we go. 45. Yeah, let's pick that one. Yeah, so the quicker we can get these out without the AI getting them, the more influence we will get, and the less he will get, and the less aggressive he will get. And these archers are heavy mercenary archers. They can actually do very good in melee combat, so I'm not really worried about that. And there we go. Now we have raiders attacking us very soon. So we're going to track their movements. They will be here in a year. And we need to get our army up and running before then, or we can just get the mercenaries. Let's keep an eye on this. They're very close. Can we actually have you guys run? Gonna have them run. You always want to pay attention to this, because it's so easy, at least for me, to forget about these guys. You can come this way, you go and fight them, and then you will just be stuck paying these 45 each month. These guys will fight these 18 without any problems. You can go and claim the camp. Keep sending this to the treasury so we can get more mercenaries. The long struggle in this game will be to get money into the treasury. It will not be the regional wealth, I'm telling you, so don't worry about that. But there we go. They're broken. We got some influence. We have 1k influence. Let's go. That means that we can claim a region. So first of all, let's disband those. There we go. The money will not be wasted on those mercenaries. And let's go back and get this other horse. Let's make sure that we have stable space. Yeah, we have 17 stable space. There we go. And let's go back into, why can't I press the buildings? There we go. Press the horse. There we go. We should, if we just go into the livestock right now, should be able to add both France, and we should be able to add other ones that will be added very soon. And I do want to get more oxen, but right now we don't really have that much money. But we can get an animal training post, and they will do this automatically for us. But that's not going to happen unless we have regional wealth, which we don't have right now. So the next thing I kind of want to do is to get this going, because the clay is going to make us bank. So maybe actually get the food under control first, because if we expand, you're going to need a lot of food. Meanwhile, we're waiting for money. If we have planks, yeah, we have 96 planks. That should actually be sold. Let's go in here and press the export on planks. Export, so we have 50. Sell the rest. The first extension you want to get on your family burgers pots is the animal pen. It costs us planks, and then we have to buy the goats. But the reason why you want the goats is because the goats is gonna give us hides. That will give us leather, and the leather will give us shoes. Everyone will be happy with shoes, right? Who likes to walk barefoot? I was gonna say, but barefoot is actually kind of nice to walk. But in Manor Lords, they want shoes, and we're gonna give them shoes. So very crucial to get those up and running. And again, we can't afford the goats just now, but eventually we will. But now we still we need more horses. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, 30 regional wealth. Good. 19 days, then we can get another one. The stone is being picked up as well. That means that we should be able to get the church right now. The church should be in... Is it in the residential? Yeah, there it is. Church is very crucial. Our families want to pray. So we're going to give them the opportunity to do so. I might just squeeze that in over here. And now we have 3 families working over here. But we have this area set up and running. And we don't have... You know what? We should have more families moving in here right now. The thing is, you don't always want to rush this, because right now food is kind of a problem. So I'm thinking here. Yeah, actually, you know what? You want to get these extensions first, so we have more families working here, because you always want timber, right? And now you can see you have the options to actually buy the goats or the pigs. You want to get the goats, I'm telling you. We don't want to get the goats just now, but for now that's going to be waiting for now. For this, I'm going to get orchards. I'm going to get orchards, and for this one I'm going to get veggies, and I'm going to get veggies. There we go. And once they're building, we're going to have to... Once they're built, we're going to have to choose what veggies we want. But for now, we can't do that. I'm just going to pick all the stones, and then this area is going to be the veggie farm area. I'm going to make a massive area with veggies and apples and orchards. And we're going to make so much food, we won't even know what to do with it all. And this trading post, one thing I want to mention as well. Late game, we're going to move this over here. This is the trading point. The trading post should be close to that. So we're going to do a trading area over here. I think that is the closest trading point. Yeah, that one is over there and there. So yeah, we're going to set up a new little community over here. Late game, but not in this episode, but later on. And then this will be moved. Same as this building. It's going to be moved as soon as we get all those stones and get the stones into this storage. But yeah, we do need to have families in here right now. Very crucially. So let's go into this. You're a trader. You know what? I'm going to place you in the storehouse right now. Because that's going to be very good. Let's see here. If we don't have families picking up the storage in these buildings, they will fill up. And if once they're filled up, they're going to stop working. So very crucial that we actually have that. And if we press here right now, we are doing pretty good. Good. So these guys that we will, yeah, they're working right here. I think all of these families are living in these houses. If you press on this house, you can see that they're, oh, you're working over here. While you, wait a minute, woodcutter. I'm going to assign you to this storehouse. So the other 2 should be living here. If you press this house, yeah, you were living there and you were living there. Both of these guys will now be assigned into the granary right here. So press on the People's tab and no, place on the Reassign Family button and assign them right there. Now we do need to unassign Michael right here. So let's remove you. And this will also be, well, I kind of want to destroy that. But for now, let's keep that one. Yes, it is. So there we go. And then now this should be starting to move in here very shortly. And we can, yeah, soon to be setting up this whole area over here. And since we have 80 planks, we can go into these guys and start making these guys into small stables. Still need more horses. I'm not going to buy that ox, even though that is very tempting. I love using oxen in this game. And if you watched this channel before, people always make fun of me for having too many oxen. But I mean, oxen, they're basically free, at least late game. And there's no upkeep, so you just get those oxen. And there we go. You can now get a horse. Get that horse. Let's go back into this one. Now we got Albrecht. Yeah, that dude right there. Let's get this another horse in here. And that's gonna make us, yes, look at that. Now we're making bank. Still kind of need to get more charcoal. So these guys right here are right now not working. We can actually get quinces. But temporarily, I kind of want to assign you into the charcoal kin. So I took these two families, put them in here. That way we hopefully can get more charcoal quicker. And that way we can get money. Because right now they can't be working here. Anyways. Alright, we can get carrots. So that's what I want to do here. And for this one, I really want to get the cabbage. That's going to cost us 62. That's like a horse. But for now, we only have... we actually have 3 families living in here. So we can actually get the cabbage. Because we need to start thinking about the food before we expand too much here. Because right now, we're getting all the mushrooms. We can't really do too much about that. Should we get... yeah, we should get animal pens right here as well. Chicken coops and the apiaries are also very good. But I'm telling you, get those goats. Very crucial in the beginning of this game to get those goats. And now, we have a family moved in here. Good. You will be assigned... yeah, I'm not really sure. We do need to plant more trees in this area because we don't have any. So I'm going to assign you here. Let's zoom in here and see if we're getting any trees. Yep, there's one right there. But you can also see small ones. There's one right there. You see it? And you can see smaller ones, I bet. Yeah, there's one right there. Well, they're popping up slowly, as you can see. So soon, they will be up and running quickly. And that's why you want this area to get going quickly. Because firewood or trees grow slowly in this game. And you will always need timber and planks. And that's looking pretty good, actually. So now, if we just get the leather, then we can start upgrading some houses. As you can see, they need... wait, they need fishes. If we get fishes, they will be happy. So maybe I will actually set up a small area here for the fish. Because then we can get the level 2 houses. And level 2 houses is going to be crucial. I'm going to remove this logging camp. Because I want to get a road to connect over here. I'm just going to do it like this. And then I will get... I would say maybe... yeah. 6 families over here. Yeah, that would be fine. And then in the gathering tab, we need to go into the fisherman's hut. And 1 should be enough. And then go into the granary, which is over here in the logistics tab. I'm going to build this right there and then go back into the marketplace. And let's get this marketplace up here. There we go. So once we have this area going, they're going to get the fish and we'll get more families working in the marketplace. And now we did expand a lot since the beginning. So it's time to get some wells up and running. I think 1 well should be going right here next to the church. Let's see. There's one right there. So maybe way over there. There's one needed over here, I think. And I kind of want one over here. We're gonna wait for this area for now. If there's a fire, we do need wells, so it's very crucial to get those out there. Now we have 6 families that should be moving in. 3 of them will be moving in there, but first we need to fill this area. And it's being filled slowly here. I really want to get some more oxen. Maybe we do need that other horse. You know what? I'm gonna get some oxen now. I think it's time. Oh. That autosave is so annoying, but it's so crucial because this game keep crashing like crazy. Alright, let's go back here and see. We do not have that much charcoal because we don't have a lot of firewood. So maybe I actually need to place these guys into the woodcutter right here. Maybe actually get another one. I'm going to get you right here. And one of these guys should be at a sign. Yep. And you're going to go into that woodcutter. That way we should get more firewood for this. Because right now we have 3 families working in there. And now look at this. Making regional wealth like crazy. Get the cabbage. Get the apples. Ooh, I really want to get these pears. That would be so nice. But there we go. The stone is gone. We can remove this building. Now the supplies will be out here in the opening. But they will be fixed very soon. I'm going to remove this road. And now this area will be the new food area. I'm not really sure how I want to do this. But it's going to be here somewhere. And maybe get the road to connect like this. Yeah. Not really sure what I want to do right here. Maybe I want to do something in here later. Maybe I will make the food area over here actually. We will see. We're going to get into that soon because right now the food is pretty good, but we're going to make food like crazy once that area is up and running. Still popping in over here, and once they do, we're going to get the fish, and that way we can actually upgrade some houses here. And maybe if we are getting money now, it would be time to get the goats as well. That's not a bad idea. But right now I really want to get this the pears here first, which is going to be very soon. And now let's start planning this new area. So this is what we do here for this new area. First of all, I think I'm going to fit a road going this. Oh, there's a well right there, but that's actually fine. I think we can fit an area going like this. That's way too big. And go down like this, and then go up like this, like so. Yeah, I think that's gonna be decent. I want. Oh, Bandit camp just showed up. We need to go and deal with that now. This is right there in Huddlewand, I think that's called. And let's go in here and oh, not good, not good. You know what? I'm just gonna take these. Very expensive, I know. Let's go here and handle these. They're actually coming from the ASUS region. But run here, deal with these guys quickly, and one of these guys go and claim the region or claim that camp. And let's go back here, and we're gonna see how we set this up. We can't forget about these guys. Very crucial. Do not do that. First of all, let's get those pears. Can we get some more oxen? Yes, we can. Get those oxen. We do have room for 31, so maybe it's time to get that animal hitching post. All right, so this is how you want to do this. You want a granary over here. Very crucial. So get this down like this. Get residentials. Maybe like so. Go up like this. Very crucial that we get this extension like so. And do like this. There we go. Now for this whole area, we're going to do like this. This is normally how I do it. And there we go. We have this whole area as an extension. For this area, I'm going to keep the marketplace. I'm going to see if we can squeeze that in somewhere around here like so. Almost like a burger's plot. Like this. There we go. And then on this side, we will have houses going this way. And these will be the families that will be working in the granary. So there we go. We got 4 families right there. And then this area will be going up the same way as the other one. And if it goes like this, press the negative, and you will get this whole area. Nice veggie big plot right there. Good. And that's not going to be all. We need a lot more. So I'm going to continue the row going this way. Yeah, go like this. Go down like this. Actually, that's not looking too good. Yeah, go like this. Connect here. Go up and connect right there. We're gonna do more houses there. I just need to go and check out the mercenaries. Oh wow, they're very far away. Can you guys actually run? Kill them! Kill them all! Again, guys, if you want a part 2 in this series, let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, let me know where you guys are watching from. And let me know if you are enjoying these beginner's guides, or if you want to see more me just playing. It's going to be a lot quicker, I guess. Or if you want to see me talk about what we're doing and whatnot. Let me know what you think. And we're going to see if we can kill these guys. Stand your ground. And they should be able to handle these mercenaries quickly. Oh, actually not. They're actually struggling. Down to 20. Oh, we actually broke. Luckily, we have some swordsmen coming in here. One can actually go and deal with this bandit camp. Let's see if we can get you to come around. Yeah, they broke right away. Alright, go and get this camp. We have 9 more days. We need to hurry up before we play for another month here. Definitely don't want that. So come here. Get this. Treasury. Disband. Yes. And look at this. Now we have 1.4. So before we end this first episode, and if you even want another one, let me know. We are going to claim another camp or another region. So if you just press here, you can see now this is white. It was gray before. So now go here and claim with King's Favor. That would be cool. But we're going to claim with Influence. And there we go. And this is going to start ticking. Normally, he doesn't want to fight us for a region. But now we have a couple of patches here. So that might actually change. So we will see. Now, let's do some micromanaging while we were waiting. And this is going to be crucial. Because this granny right here, I'm going to uncheck everything. Because the only thing you should focus on is the fish. I mean eels. I'm not really sure what we're getting here. So I'm just going to do all the fish. I could also get... No, let's just keep... Well, we could get mushrooms as well, I guess. Maybe. Or should we get... Yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe... Is it chevron we get from... goats? Yeah, let's get those as well. Or is it mutton? I think it's mutton or chevron. I'm not really sure. Anyways, they're going to be able to get those as well because fish will not be that plentiful. And these, we're going to get those animals pens as well. And there we go. Looking good. Money's looking good. I think it's time to get those goats in here. But for now, I really want to get these areas going. So first of all, you are going to be going like this, that way. We're getting some orchards up and running. And then these right here, I'm just going to do pretty nice and simple. Well, not nice, but they're going to be simple. Go like this. Press the negative. Let's keep 3. I think 2 will be too large. For 4 families, like when we have level 3 houses, if we ever do get them, this will be enough. But when we have only 2, I think we're going to have to do like those. There we go. So now we're going to have a lot of families moving into this area. And this will be the food production area. I'm even going to make one area bigger going this way. And we're not going to do anything before families move in here. So there's going to be a lot of families moving in here. And a lot of families moving in here. Because we need to get the food under control. It actually is under control. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. With a lot of variety, they will be very happy. Money's looking good. And now we're getting... Yeah, we might actually have to remove these 2 families that work in here. Because right now... I mean, where are even the trees at? I know this has been a new patch here, but I don't even see the trees. I see the apple trees. I know they start off small and then grow very big. But the pear trees are gone. And just like that, we claim another region. And now we have 2 out of all the regions. And the goal is obviously to claim all of them. And this is where I will leave you guys for the part 1. Let me know if you want a part 2. Let me know if you haven't joined Discord yet. And go down to the link in the description and join. And thank you all members that are supporting more than just watching this video. You guys are awesome. And if you want to see the next episode, if there is one, there will be a video on the screen right now. So you can see that next video. So keep your access sharp. And I will see you in the next video.